Right. On this update at the micro bootlegger cedar strip kayak build, I'm working on putting on one of the outer strips. You can see where I've gone in and re-dyed the cedar where I had to sand into it to make the transition from the hull to the deck smooth. I've already glued the other side. I did 2 coats of dye on the other side, and I noticed it was just a little bit light when I put the fiberglass on. So I went ahead and put a 3rd coat of dye on this side to darken it up just a little. You really can't notice the other side unless you know what you're looking for and you're looking right at it. There's enough variation or variegation in the cedar, the colors, that it does kind of blend in pretty good. But if it's a little bit darker, I think it'll blend in even more. So I went ahead and did that. Right now I'm going to put down a coat of epoxy to bed the fiberglass tape into, and then we'll come back and put the tape on. I have the kayak resting on the ground on the same foam pads I was using up on the table. Trying to use straps or something to keep the kayak stable up on the table was turning out to be difficult. So I just have it down here on the floor where it's easier to get to anyways. I don't have to reach so much. And then I'm using a 5-gallon bucket with trash in it to keep it from falling over. So it's just leaning up against the bucket. It worked well on the other side. When I cut off my pump for the epoxy, I got a smaller jug of epoxy over here that I'm working out of now. And when I cut it off too short so it doesn't reach the bottom of the jug. So now I'm having to resort to actually using the ounce measurements on the side of this cup to do my 2-to-1. Math at 6 o'clock in the morning isn't fun. reasons why we scrape the fiberglass like that. One is it allows you to remove excess epoxy off the boat. This is just pure extra weight that would have been in the boat had I left it on there. The other reason is it helps one last time to push the fiberglass closer to the wood underneath it and helps remove any extra epoxy between the fiberglass and the kayak. It's kind of doing the same thing like bagging might do, where it compresses and pulls the fiberglass down into the wood. Obviously I don't have a bagging system, so I can't do that, but that would also help pull out extra epoxy and help keep things nice and light. But we do the best we can with what we got. In a couple hours I'll come out and put a fill coat, and then a couple hours after that I'll do another fill coat. This is 9-ounce tape. I know it takes at least 2 fill coats to even come close to filling the weave all the way from doing the other side. Might end up needing a 3rd fill coat. We'll figure it out when we get there.